If I was to drop an album, it would be titled "Porn with Sound."
What was the hashtag?
TM trademark.
Porn with sound.
Yeah.
Why didn't you make
Opposed
it?
to porn without sound.
Yeah,
Why didn't you make it?
because
a little TM?
like I don't know about you guys, but I rarely
Like a
listen to
Playboy
porn with
bag.
sound. Rarely.
You
Wait,
turn-
wait,
I don't
so
have
you
that
listen-
luxury.
You listen to porn without
Wait,
sound.
no, he listens.
Most of
He
the
only
time.
when the guy.
Oh, that's right.
yeah.
That's right. Just the guy.
Yeah.
That's why I don't, because there's too many times where I would only, because like I had to be on high alert, so I had to keep one headphone in, and I'm not sure what the porn's gonna be, right or left, and the guide noises, and the last thing I want to be hearing is grunts when I want to be hearing moans.
So I think what
So
you
I
did.
just
I thought
What?
porn is just like if it's just in both, it just comes in both earbuds.
Nah, music too is different.
music too.
It just depends how
Yeah.
it's mixed down, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I think what Elijah did is he found a porn where like the guy and the girl are both mic'd up, and like guy is right headphone, girl is left, and he just started listening to right,
wow.
keeping the left
Mm.
out, and
it'll psych you out.
that probably messed you up pretty good.
I was like fighting a worm while I'm trying to jerk off.
what?
A worm.
Yeah, because I couldn't get hard.
Oh.
Oh,
Penis joke.
That was a good one.
Interesting.
So what's up? How you guys been? It's been a while.
Yeah,
It
a
has
while.
been a
we
while,
back.
but we're some young dudes, new year ahead of us, ready to fucking crush it.
2019. You know what's funny is like everybody goes, "Wow, I can't believe it's like 2019. Like, it's a crazy year." But like, dude, we're only 22 years old. Like, this year it might not be different than any other 1920. You know what I mean? People are like, "Wow, it's really old," but 1920 sounds old. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
1770 sounds
Yeah.
old. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what? It's not like you've been alive for 2,000
It's
years.
weird. It's weird for me because I remember like in like elementary school. I remember one day when we found out about like the 2012 the Mayan calendar.
Yeah.
I swear to God,
December.
like images clear in my mind to this day. I remember looking out the window and just like in despair, like fuck, we're not gonna make it past 2012. Now it's 2019. Like those numbers, like I never imagined. It's crazy. And
You thought we were gonna die?
Oh yeah, I thought we were done.
Really?
Yeah.
See, when you watch the movie, you're like, "This is gonna happen."
Yeah.
Wow.
What
I'm
if
sorry.
fucked?
It's 7 years later.
What if one of them just did the math wrong, and we're just really gonna
I'm
die?
pretty sure they just got conquered and they all died. Like
Nah,
when they just
allegedly
finished
it comes up like every like 80 some odd years. So like it's come up before and it will come up again.
Well, how do we know that they weren't just like, yo, let's fuck with these people?
yeah.
Dead ass.
They did,
You know what I
obviously.
mean,
We
though?
didn't die.
Like, do you think you ever? Little side note: how do you think ancient people's senses of humor were? You know what I mean? Did they like? Was language developed enough to like, for humor to be possible?
I have a feeling humor was like
I don't know.
looked down on. Like they were like, "What the fuck's wrong with you? Like, why are you trying to be funny? Like we're about to
Maybe.
die tomorrow. If we
Yeah,
don't get this
probably.
fucking deer.
Yeah.
Why are you making jokes about like, well, we'll get them next time? No, we might not. We might not make it.
Yeah, sarcasm's like outlawed. It's like
Yeah.
prohibition sarcasm.
Nah. All right, but what about all right? People who aren't hunters and gatherers, like.
I'm good.
Yeah, it's like you think about it, like Picasso and like painters get remembered, but we don't hear about comedians from
Well,
that time.
well, and like historically speaking, like
Funny men are fucked.
like the Renaissance are pretty much like at that point of time, like a bunch of cultures have had their own Renaissance, and pretty much what it is like appreciation of art. So like art was existing, like people were creating art and like being funny and like doing all these weird things, but they were considered like assholes, like dummies, like this guy's fucking
True, they
painting
didn't really make much
when he's
money.
not fucking going out there
Yeah.
making money, like working, like doing some real shit. And it wasn't until like Renaissance where like those people were appreciated and then like art became like a big deal.
True.
And then usually right after Renaissance, there's like war because people like all like the people who like work were like, what the fuck? Why would we just spend all that money on
Yeah.
paintings and sculptures?
Renaissance Crusade. Renaissance
Crusade.
Crusade.
Every time.
Yo, that country has some funny ass dudes. Let's go murder everyone and take them.
Yeah.
Yo, those pussies are fucking painting trees over there. We can definitely take their money.
You know what
Facts.
sucks though is like these painters, like they're remembered, and, like they're sick. But dude, these paintings are getting sold for hundreds of millions of dollars, and they didn't see a
Yeah,
thing
Van
of it.
Gogh, dude.
You know what I mean? Like,
Everything. Or
literally.
Van Gogh.
I think their family should get it.
Somewhere in their lineage should get some of the money. I agree, 100%. I'm
I
just saying, if I
agree.
made a painting and 100 years from now, my great grandkids or whatever it's gonna be didn't see money, I'd be pissed.
And the fucked up part is like the auction shit. That's why Banksy
Yes.
did that whole shredding the
That
painting.
was sick.
It's because like they'll like do like Banksy like he will like do like this free piece of art just for the people. Like I don't know the name of any
Someone
of
will
his
steal
shit.
that shit and
But like he had like there was like one thing, it was like a brick, like he like painted like on a brick of like a child holding a balloon or some shit like that, and like they'll like chop that brick out because they know he did it, and they'll sell it at auction for a couple $100,000, even $1 million.
That's fucked up.
And like they don't get any of the money. It's fucked.
Now that stunt that happened was
Renaissance
sick.
Crusade.
It was sick. So
I'm
you're
down
telling
for
me
a crusade.
we're getting into a war?
Art war, baby.
I don't think there's gonna be an art war anytime soon.
Nah,
Maybe a race war.
I think there's too much
but no
content
art
out there.
we might be in that.
I think there's too much
it's
art.
happening.
I
What
think
about
we are
this? What about
currently in
this?
that.
You know, never mind.
I think there's too much art, too much content. Like
Too much
people
art.
are putting out too many things. Like people are like fucking making
kinda like
TV
us.
shows and podcasts. It's like chill out. It's
Actually,
been done.
yeah, this podcast is canceled due to too much art.
Yeah, we just figured out
2019.
we're
Thanks,
fucking
guys.
like this is dumb. I don't know why we're doing
Thanks
this.
for listening.
We're bailing.
Peace.
Yeah,
Thank
peace.
you.
All right.
Yep. Well,
All right, so we're back.
Hey,
Yeah,
we
all
decided.
right.
We talked
Yeah,
about
you
it.
know what, we're back.
There's not enough art.
Yeah,
I'm sorry I punched you. It got kind of heated.
it's all right.
You did break that mic, and that was
Well,
come on.
and we're back.
All right,
So
we're back.
You're welcome.
All right.
Done for the day. We're back. 2019.
Start of spring semester for those younger than us.
Yeah.
Those still lucky enough to be in college.
Yeah,
First of all,
younger's
can
the
we
wrong
change
word.
it? Can we like stop calling it spring semester and just call it like first and second because it's not the spring.
Nah.
It's fucking winter.
Well, yeah,
I
I guess.
guess.
I
It's winter.
guess.
But spring sounds better than winter.
I
No
wouldn't
one's
call
like,
it
I'm
first
going
and
back
second
for-
though, because think about it. Like people graduate every semester.
And
You know
also,
what I mean?
schools have trimesters. So for some people,
Yeah.
2 is
I
different
had a
than
What is
normal.
this, a fucking pregnancy?
I had a
I've never heard
trimester.
of that.
Trimester was
Yeah,
sick, dude. I went
trimester's
abroad
sick.
It's a
because of it.
trimester.
Yeah, you
Dude,
have,
so like
yeah.
in
Oh, it's
between.
when you went to Portugal. Got it. Heard that story a lot.
Oh wait, when you take a class like
no, all right.
fucking
So
over-
like how like everyone has these fucking
trimesters when you
why
go
do
to
you
Portugal.
like, why can't you distract me? Like fucking make it.
I made one comment, dude.
And it was good, and it fucking it stumped me.
Trimesters. It comes
Um,
after the first.
all right,
and
so
it's in
like
between.
a lot of people have like Plattsburgh. You had like a long break.
Comes
It was
after
like
this.
Yeah.
long, like a month and a half. Or
it's
some
like
shit.
it was like 6 weeks.
It was like 6 weeks. Yeah,
Yeah, it
like,
was
we
like
go
a
to
week
school
longer.
for 4 weeks.
Yeah,
Like we'll go like take one class for 4 weeks and
Yeah.
get like the full credit.
word.
It's pretty lit.
Yeah,
And
we
it
just
was
call
we
it
just
like
smoke weed and watch movies all the
winter
time.
or summer.
summer
semesters.
camp.
Yeah, so technically
Yeah.
there are 4 because like summer counts.
Yeah.
So I mean, you really can't do that.
Would you guys like better, spring or fall semester, or first and now? No.
No, no.
We're gonna go with what we already know.
Yes.
Spring or fall semester.
This is the first spring semester I've ever made it to. so-
Honestly,
Yeah.
like freshman, you know what? 4 years of college, spring semester. Just because like going back to school sucks. Like once you've already been there, but like spring, like school's about to end. Like everyone's just
I
fucking.
was always
the
mad
weather's
excited to
good.
go back to school. I don't know.
When does school suck?
Yeah.
No,
College is
I
pretty
hated
sick.
like going, like I hated like having it like in the summer and then like I'm like, oh fuck, I have to go like learn shit and like take
Yeah, but
classes.
you get a drink and hang out with your friends and live with your friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, live.
I'm kind of on
I
Matt's-
drink and hang out with my
Matt's
friends
wave
here
right
at
now.
home, but like
you don't live with them. You live with your parents.
yeah, definitely like being like the whole living experience was sick, but it's not like I'm like I don't like
I
favor
would-
being in Oneonta more than I do in Carmel. Like I had like I have a good time.
So all
either
right,
way.
my favorite was definitely the fall, but football was in the fall, so that's a perk. But I would trade going to some classes and taking some tests that comes with the partying and living with your friends and basically on your own over doing a job.
Yeah.
Like the job's cool, don't get me wrong, you get money, like that's dope. But you have like this responsibility and then you have to do this. Whereas school, it's like, you know what, I don't want to do my homework.
Here's the thing.
That's on me.
Here's
You know, I don't want to do this job. That's on the company. Like,
yeah,
No,
but
Matt,
the
if
thing
you
is
didn't
like
do your job, that's on you too.
that's on you.
definitely. But
And
it
the thing
affects more
is,
people than it just
school-
affects myself.
School is your job. Like when I was in school, I felt like it was a job. Like I felt like it's a harder
100%,
job.
but it's
than my
easier
job
than
right
your
now.
actual
Being a
job.
full-time student's an
No.
occupation.
Dude.
My actual job's way easier.
So you're telling me right now you would trade 4 years of school for 4 years of working?
No, I'm not saying I would trade it. I'm just saying that school was harder than the job.
All right, so what do you like better?
I had a fucking school was the best time in my life. It was
Yeah.
the best thing I've ever experienced.
100%.
But like,
yeah.
that's all I've had experience so far. I know there's plenty ahead. You know, I'm not just
fair.
gonna go ahead and like be like,
No, I'm not saying you're gonna be
nothing's gonna get
stuck.
better than that.
No. Yeah, you don't gotta
I'm
be
gonna
stuck. in that.
say I just worked for 4 years and then went to school, and school's a hell of a lot easier,
Yeah.
and I get paid to do it.
I mean, I enjoyed
it's cool. You get
doing school more than doing like at least what I do for work now, because at school I liked what I did at school, which like not everyone can say, not everyone like
They
fucking
enjoyed what they fucking
enjoyed what they
studied.
majored in or got excited
Yeah,
about
I guess
it,
that's the problem.
which is definitely a problem.
Did you see that meme? Sorry, Nar.
But like,
Go for it.
fucking, I think, I don't know, probably fall. I think fall I enjoyed more. Spring is lit. Fuck, dude.
Wow.
We
What
got
is it?
that. We got that. That's not getting cut.
Try that one again, Chief.
How old are you?
I forgot.
Spring,
13.
Oh,
lit.
yeah, manly.
Nah, spring is lit at Plattsburgh, especially because there's like St. Patty's Day and Platts
Yeah.
Vegas and all that cool
Those
shit.
holidays are sick,
That's
yeah.
Vegas.
Yeah, Platts Vegas
Been
is
there.
fire. Hell yeah. I don't know. I think fall is just more exciting in general.
It definitely varies by school.
You know what's
Yeah.
cool about the fall though is like meeting all the freshmen.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I like it's so sick that like you have like a fresh group of like dudes that you know you're gonna like chill with and stuff like that. You're like,
Yeah.
all right, like what's up with you? Like what do you got going on? Like, all right, dude, like here's where I fucked up. Like try not to fuck up. And here's where I fucking crushed it. And we're about to crush it. Take this fucking bottle, me and you. Take this fucking J, me and you. And then,
So
you
like
know,
even
the rest
senior
is-
year and I guess junior year, this you still
Yeah, hung out.
had this same with
Yeah.
the freshmen.
You
Yeah.
hung out with freshmen? That's so sick. And like really nice of you.
Of course.
You didn't give them swirlies and shit. Take their
Well,
lunch
like-
money.
So you
like, I was-
mentored them. You're a mentor.
You're a mentor. You're
yeah,
a leader.
kinda. But the thing is, like, I was pretty much associated with the lacrosse team indefinitely. Like, it was those
Before or after you got kicked off?
I guess before, because
Word.
then after wouldn't really work out too well.
Ah, yeah.
He means even after.
So
he
do
was
you think
gone,
that's
he
why
was
you
still
like the spring
associated.
better?
Huh?
Is that why you like the spring better?
I like the spring better because, like, first of all, I'm not hanging out with those, like, the freshmen. Like, the fall, like, it's cool because, like, for, like, the
I
first, like,
see.
month,
Okay,
like, you'll
okay,
hang out with
okay,
the freshmen. You're like, oh, well, how's it going? Like,
Yeah.
that part's cool. But then, like, it's like, fuck off.
Yeah.
The spring's lit because, like,
yeah.
you're just fucking locking down, like, just chilling with the fucking
Dude,
boys.
when we
chilling with all
visited,
the
we
girls.
came in the
That's what
spring.
all the girls, you know. It's, like, sick, like, fucking know a bunch of girls and then they start hooking you up with other girls. That part's sick.
I think the
That was my
spring
favorite
is
part of
dope too
college.
because like in the fall, well, you guys went. It's everywhere, I guess. It goes from warm to cold, which sucks, obviously. But then like the spring, it's like once it hits like a little like 50, 60, you're like, whoa, like we're getting back into day drinking, like getting back in the swing of things.
Oh, dude, like in
So-
Plattsburgh when it's like 40 degrees, bro, it's
Dude.
Yeah, I'm
t-shirts,
sure, yeah.
fucking everyone's drinking.
And we're walking
100%.
on the snow and the snow on the ground still.
Yeah,
It's
all,
awesome,
like
dude.
almost always. Honestly,
sick.
like half of like the big day drinks, like some of them had snow, some of them didn't. It just doesn't fucking matter what time of year
Dude,
it
we
is.
would build like pong tables out of the snow.
Yeah, yeah,
That was the shit.
yeah, dude. We did that in Plattsburgh. Yeah, it was fucking sick. We had like school get shut down this one day. Actually, it was on my time hop the other day. Just the school got shut down literally, and
From
yeah,
snow?
Yeah,
from
dude.
snow, and all
Yeah,
we did
same.
was drink, dude.
For 2 days.
I
Yeah,
know.
It was
dude.
sick.
That's
In the middle of the
literally.
week.
We were all snowed in.
It
My
was
car
unreal,
didn't leave
dude.
my
Yeah, it was
driveway
the same day, dude.
for like 3 weeks after that. There was so much snow, dude. It was
Yeah.
You know
nuts.
what's
Unreal.
funny is
And like literally, all we did. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Nah, you're good.
But like with the tables, all we did was walk around in the snow to make fucking room.
Exactly.
And
Yeah,
then we
that
just
is-
put it. That's
Pop
it, yo.
and
It was
pack the
already
snow
waist
down.
high.
That is sick.
Yeah.
It was lit.
Um,
Actually, I'm pretty sure there's a picture of Gino and like a couple of my other buddies on like, probably SUNY Barstool or something like
Really?
that. I don't know. Yeah, from like
Word.
last year or 2 years ago with that.
I just got an email that said snow is in the forecast for Alabama, so they canceled classes.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
that's
hysterical.
like it's just crazy, like the opposites that you have.
It's funny
like-
how it's not gonna happen, and they're just gonna have
Dude,
off from school.
exactly.
my
It happened to
junior-
us a few times.
my junior year of college, first time living in a house with my boys, dude, we had so much snow that we were able to build like a fucking 12-foot drop mountain, like little like hill in my backyard. And we were like,
Really?
skiing down it, like jumping on logs and like jumping over kegs.
That's
It was
fire.
That is
sick.
pretty cool.
That's sick.
That is
It
pretty
was
cool.
so sick. We weren't able to do it senior year though. That blew.
Yeah.
Damn.
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 Fuck.
I got some shit on my phone. One of the things I want to talk about was like, do you guys remember shit,
Fuck.
the fucking power band necklaces?
The
power-
bracelets.
The fighting necklaces.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
fighters,
I remember those.
Like your
The
fucking
ones that
for
make
your
you do sports
balance.
better.
Yeah, make you do sports better. Dude.
Yeah.
Those helped a lot.
Dude,
Like
I
steroids.
remember everyone rocked those.
Yeah.
Didn't
dude.
Turtle wear them? Like the
Or they
the
like-
bracelet
they're like-
all the time.
He wore the. I don't remember.
Tim had a Turtle had the bracelet,
I don't
Oh,
know.
Tim, you already know.
Yeah, you already
Tim
know he
had
was
them,
at
yo.
it.
I played baseball with Tim all my life.
Dude, that's how he
rocked it.
crushed
Always
all those
rocked it.
homers.
Oh,
The
dude,
power band
easy.
race.
Tim's our boy, fellow coworker of mine, great dude, smart man.
Used to be a hell of an athlete as a child.
Yeah, as a child.
As a child.
I don't know
As
what
a
happened.
child.
He just stopped.
Yeah. The teen years really crushed him.
Alcohol, probably.
Yeah, alcohol did a real injustice. But speaking of justice, he just graduated with a physics degree, so you already know he's about to become an NYPD officer.
Yeah, NYPD.
What else do you do with a physics degree?
What else?
Nothing.
He'll be on the show soon. You'll see him soon.
Hopefully soon.
Or
thought-
hear him.
Before
Hear
he
him.
serves
We
his
were,
sex.
Yeah, weren't we supposed to fucking bring him on?
Probably.
Yeah,
probably.
He's been bugging me about it. I keep just like being like, yeah, man, I got you.
Yeah.
Can we do
soon.
that?
Yeah. We'll probably have to kick Matt off, and then we'll have him on.
That's but that's yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think you should go back to Thailand.
Ooh,
Oh.
Thailand was
Ooh, speaking of Thailand, let's talk about
Thailand.
Thailand, dude.
Let's talk
Dude,
about
You
it.
went
yo,
to Thailand,
dude.
man?
I'm not even gonna lie, bro. When I fucking saw like the shit on
Yeah.
Instagram, dude, it looked so fire. I was
Yeah.
mad jealous, dude. Like just chilling with elephants and whatnot.
Yeah, the first
Sick.
day we got there, literally like the first day, Elijah will probably rag on the story, but it's whatever.
I'll try my best not to.
The first day we got there, yeah, we played with elephants. It was like 10 or so elephants. Caught some heat on social media for some reason. People were riding them, and then other local people from Carmel decided to get mad. But that's neither here nor there. There was like a little baby. It was like 6 months old. It was like running around,
Little baby
tackling
elephant?
people. Yeah, it was
Really,
sick.
that's cool.
How does elephant
Did you play with
taste?
You know, it's a little salty and a little rough. But once we got
But it's
past
pretty
that, it's
good.
good.
It's
yeah,
gamey.
It's tender.
It's
yeah,
gamey. That's what
and
I
it's cool. It's
thought.
like you get to kill your own. you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they didn't do any of that, which would have been
Oh, okay.
cool. But I
No,
have to
but
put
like
that
dead
out there.
ass. Like you went to like a great sanctuary. Like I
Yeah.
know, like Juliet, Jack's girlfriend, a friend of ours. Like she's like really into
Yep.
like animal conservation and like protecting them and all that. Like she like wants the longevity of them and like she definitely looked into that shit. And
No, yeah, 100%.
anyone who like doubt like the legitimacy of the savage meat went to is a fucking fool. And she
No, 100%, dude. Like when we were there, there was like 10 elephants roaming, like
Yeah.
literally roaming, acres,
there's
like
no-
hundreds of
There
acres.
needs
just
to be a reason
roaming.
for these animals to exist.
Yeah.
And
There was one elephant tied up, and it was the male. And we're like, why is that tied up? And the guy looked at us and goes, if he wasn't, you'd be dead. And
Right.
I was like, thank you for tying him up. You know what he had? He had an ankle bracelet basically on. That's how he was tied up.
power
And
band,
literal
dude.
an ankle bracelet. That's literally what it had. Like, it was nothing. It was like literally like chaining your dog up for like 10
a
minutes.
2-ton elephant.
And this
with
thing
a
had
and-
like 2-foot tusks, like these white ivory tusks. This thing would have mauled us. So we're like, thank you. Keep him locked up. Or he chained up. We see him. He's across the river. They have this river. We were bathing with them. These guys treat them so well. Like, they're not hitting them. They're literally,
That's cool.
or
dude.
feeding them bananas, like whatever. That was just the first day too. That was sick.
I feel like I have a good chance against an elephant.
Dude.
Yeah,
What?
you sound like Vaz talking about that.
Yeah, no way, bro. Look up elephant videos, dude. These things would
Yo,
fuck you
oh,
up.
dude,
You
nah.
can't even pierce their shit.
Nah.
Literally.
Fucking hide. There's like most bullets don't pierce their hide. You have to use like certain
Crazy.
type of shit.
Anyway, Matt, continue.
Yeah, so then like the next day we would go to like the monasteries. Monasteries are cool, but they're all kind of like the same. I feel like it was once you've seen a few, you've seen them all.
Like, was it no different than them?
There was
the
like
ones
minimal,
even
but
to
it's
the
just
one
like they were all
Carmel.
gold, and it was cool. Don't get me wrong, it was cool to see a few of them.
We are local to the world's in the Western Hemisphere's biggest Buddhist statue
That's true.
in our hometown, and
Which is so fucking
right around the
random.
road from
So
our
weird, yeah.
house.
Dude,
Yeah,
so
Think
Right.
about where we live. Just like
Shenyang.
mainly like middle class white people,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Here's like the largest fucking Buddha in the Western
Shenyang-
Hemisphere."
Is it the largest?
Yeah,
in
the
the
Western
Yeah, dude, it
Hemisphere.
is.
Yeah.
It is
Was
pretty
it?
cool,
I haven't
yo.
been to it. Was it bigger than the one I put up on Instagram? You think?
No,
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 probably
okay.
not.
no, that it was like
There's
probably
just
like
not a lot of big
like-
Buddhas here.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, true.
like maybe like less than half. more
Wait,
than half. Of
I
that.
didn't. I forget what picture we're talking about. Which one?
Posted some
Big
shit.
Buddha.
Buddha.
Yeah,
But,
I'll
no, I
show
mean
you.
this one
Matt
is
Simone 11.
inside. This one is indoors.
Give him a
Matt
follow
Small
or
11. Don't if you want to see it, or Facebook.
don't.
follow
really, I
him
guess.
or don't. It's your
Or
decision.
don't. Yeah, this is.
I wouldn't, but I already do. I'm already friends with them.
Oh,
so
nah, that's
No going
definitely
back.
bigger.
Word.
Can't go
For
back.
sure.
But no,
But
it's
it's
cool.
pretty
and then,
wavy.
like
We can
seeing
go
the
see it. It's
water
right
and
down
stuff.
It's like right down
Dude,
there.
like the whole
You
monastery
can
is
smoke
like
pot there
mad
too. They won't
nice.
say shit.
Yeah, you just kind of just got to be respectable about it, you know.
You just gotta
Don't
be,
be,
cool
like,
about the
leaving
pot.
shit
Yeah,
anywhere,
Don't
like
be like
garbage,
bringing
nothing like
glass
that.
to go smoke pot. Like bring
Yeah.
like a little J, walk while you're doing it.
Just walk, enjoy the grounds, and
Be
be
chill.
respectful. Drop
Maybe
it.
But-
bow a couple
yeah.
times to like the plants.
Overall, the
The
trip
plants are
was dope.
watching.
The language barrier sucked. Like, dude, there were sometimes like we would take a taxi, and then the guy would be like, "Yo, walk a couple 100 feet," and it'd be like a quarter mile, dude. We're like, "Yo, this guy just scammed us." Like, are you serious? I mean, at the end of the day,
Oh, don't you just hate when you go to another country and they don't speak your language?
it was like broken English. You know,
So
like, you
rude,
respect
dude.
me a little bit. You know.
Liam, didn't you go to another country recently?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, actually Matt swacked me on the whole Southeast Asia thing. I went, then he went. Whatever, dude.
It's
But,
neither here nor there, but
You said that like twice already on the show, dude. So get a new fucking phrase, dog.
all right, to know we're keeping tallies.
Now I am, and you're at
We
3.
hike. Okay.
Fucking.
All right. Well, tell us about your
Liam's
your
a hard hitter, maybe a little
excursions, whatever.
emotional.
No.
Let's hear it.
Jeez.
Lee.
What?
What do you got? Huh?
You say it was emotional?
What?
Fuck
Toaster?
you. Toaster strudel?
Toaster
What do you
strudel?
say?
Liam,
no,
comes-
yeah.
Liam comes with the punches all the time. Let him go. Look at him. Look at him
got him
go.
up against shit fucking ropes. Head, body, head. I saw the fighter. No,
was good.
yeah, my cousin got married in the Philippines
Sick.
to a
Shout out
Filipino
Pia
native.
and Brian.
Yes, shout out to them. Elijah went to their American wedding.
It was sick. I drunk with the Irish. Died the next day. Be careful.
We broke him. It was funny.
So wait, not naming names. Can you tell us about the hot tub experience?
Kid swags
We'll get
my
there.
Southeast
We'll get there.
Asia
We'll
trip.
get there.
Then just he went blows right over.
Yo, you guys brought up the American part. Well, I'm just asking about it.
Pipe down, dude. I didn't talk.
All right, tell us about the
I didn't
Philippines.
talk
All
to
right,
him.
Damn.
tell us about it,
dude.
Jeez.
They had 3 weddings.
Wow.
They had 3 weddings.
Yeah.
They had they did have 3. That's the way to do it. All right, but not seriously. Tell us about the Philippines.
I went there, and it was nutty. There was a shipwreck, a robbery.
The shipwreck.
a
Wait,
raid.
you
There
gotta
was a-
talk
there
about
was-
the shipwreck.
I'm going to. There was a raid. It was crazy. So
You got your phone taken.
that was the robbery. Dude, I thought I told you to pipe down over there.
Jeez.
That's why I did it.
It's building. It's
I wish
how you
guys
tell
could
a story.
see
You
him
build.
Right now. His blood vessels are
It's like-
boiling.
It's like a Tarantino movie. I tell the end, and then I'm gonna come back to it.
That's good. Nah, it's
yeah,
good storytelling.
alright.
It's good storytelling.
So anyway,
Yo.
there goes that.
That's probably making a lot of noise.
Nah,
right
that's
now.
probably better off. Yeah, I was gonna say that at some point.
Okay.
That's fine.
So I get to the Philippines, and my family, we like to drink a lot. We drink a lot of beer. So we're staying at this. We get there and we go to this island called Bohol, which is funny because it sounds like butthole. And my cousin's wife, her mother called the resort, and they're Filipino natives. They live in the Philippines, and they said, "Hey, whatever you guys have for beer, usually order double." And they kind of laughed, and she's like, "Seriously, get double what you have. These motherfuckers are gonna drink all of your alcohol." We get there, my family shows up. We're there for 45 minutes, and this guy comes up to me. He's like, "Also, everyone in the Philippines, everyone speaks English. Super cool.
Oh,
That's
shit.
sick.
I went to the wrong place.
Everyone in the Philippines, a lot, some of them can speak Spanish and shit, and English, and there's different types.
What is
of-
their main
I
language?
think it's called
Filipino?
Tagali or Tagalog or something like that.
Interesting.
But there's different types of it. So yeah, everywhere else in the world, people can speak more than one language except in America. And but yes, the guy we're drinking the beers for literally 45 minutes. He comes up to me. He's like, "Sir, we're out of cold beer."
45 minutes in.
Bro, we were slugging these things. We were traveling for a day and a half. We're finally there, and I just look at him. I go, "We'll keep bringing warm ones till they're cold."
How many of you? How many?
And
of you
he
are
was
there?
mind blew up, and it almost looked like a fucking a Goodfellas scene, like fucking Joe Pesci just said some wise ass shit, and then everyone at the table is like, and the guy's just like what? That was what's going on. So he just keeps bringing us warm ones, and
Yeah.
it was crazy. So we drank all of their alcohol, and then we swam with whale sharks. That was pretty cool. They're bigger than elephants.
It's a good flex. Took me a second to recognize that.
And then
Good flex.
on our way back, there was a shipwreck. So it was nuts. These fucking guys definitely. I don't think they knew what they were doing. They had this dude. This dude, Luis. just happened to be like a Portuguese ship captain. He was on the boat after the fact. He's like, yeah, those guys straight up didn't know what they were doing. Long story, boring. It starts getting like chaotic. Like waves are kind of like coming in hot, and these guys like are trying to pull this like big like pontoon looking boat thing in towards the shore, and it went from like, whoa, it's a little bumpy, to like, this bitch is just crashing into the fucking like jetty, and there's 30 people on it, and we're like, oh man, we're on the shore.
Sheesh.
And it was like all of like my cousin's wife's family's on this bitch. They just starts crashing into the shore.
God.
The bow starts breaking. We're like, oh my god, dude. So like we just fucking ran in there and like started taking people off the boat and shit. And then so they took me and my cousins and everyone were like, all right, fuck it. Now we have 60 people in a boat that fits 30 people, and there was like another way to get back, but it was gonna take super long. So we're like, all right, everyone else can take our boat, like whatever. We'll take the long way back with everyone else. We had to take, supposed to be like a 2.5, 3 hour car ride. So many people in the Philippines. 5 hours later, we finally get where we're supposed to be going.
Damn.
And they said it was a ferry. No, it was like literally a barge, like carrying livestock, like, and just like fucking machines, like all this crazy shit. And then like upstairs looks like the fucking, like it just looks like a basic training like boot camp bay. There's literally 2 fucking, it's just bunk beds in lines, like straight up, like lined up next to each other. And like everyone, there's people coughing, and there was someone throwing up, like gross shit. So like, naturally, I just hopped up on the top bunk, slept next to a dirty tissue, knocked out for a few hours, and we got back. It almost took us 24 hours just to see some fucking whale sharks, but they were pretty cool, I guess.
Lord.
Another good part of that story, on the way there, they also have like a really bad wild dog problem. Dudes driving. These dudes are fucking relentless, dude. Like, fucking whipping it like 60 miles an hour around the turn in a bus, like big ass bus, whatever. This guy's driving a van that morning, whipping around. There's 3 dogs in the middle of the street. They're not moving. They're like, whatever, dude, you'll get out of my way. All of a sudden, this guy doesn't flinch. Like, my brother just looks at me. I just started fucking dying, dude. Like, that shit was.
There's like too many, really.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah, it's
major
bad.
problem.
But like,
Oh my god.
these motherfuckers were fearless, and he just smoked them all. Like, it was pretty funny, dude.
A good way to follow up dead dog stories with another dead dog story.
That's the only way to do it.
Best
what's it called?
transition.
So like fucking maybe a few months ago, like my stepdad's dog like got cancer, and like
Rip.
him and my mom just like decided to like treat it, even though it was like 9 years old, and like it like costs like it's like $4 grand.
I thought you meant they meant like they were just gonna treat it like using home remedies.
No, like they got like they like
Those old home cancer remedies.
they did like one treatment of radiation, then like they started doing like CBD oils and all that crazy shit, and then like eventually like they started like giving it an IV because they couldn't eat and whatnot, and then like it ended up like dying in their fucking bed, man.
Oh no!
Wow.
Yeah, dude, because they held on that long, man. But like think about the dog. The dog was struggling. It was hurting. You
Yeah.
know, the dog wasn't the dog anymore. It couldn't go up the stairs. Couldn't go down them. You had to like carry it outside. Like, dog's done at that point, man. Like people gotta know to let go. I'm like,
Yeah.
dogs aren't people. You know,
They're
They're not
dogs.
gonna sit there and talk to you about like all the good times you had. They're not gonna.
They don't want to be surrounded by loved ones. They want
Yeah.
to like go into the woods.
No,
and
they want
die.
to. They want to like. Yeah,
True.
exactly.
Elaborating on these dog stories, and we're talking a lot about it, but so we went with a group of 9 people to Thailand, and just like the Philippines, there's a shit ton of wild dogs. So literally we were walking on this hike, and every single dog this girl would pick up and like make out with, like, these are stray dogs, so they're gross, they're mangy, just gross, literally make out with. So we get home, there's 9 of us, 8 of us are perfectly healthy, whatever, maybe we have a cold, whatever. She
Let
sends
me
us a
guess.
picture, she's in the hospital, she's like, I don't know what happened, I don't know why I'm sick.
I do.
And we were like, what do you mean you don't know why? So one of the kids or the guys comments, like, could have been you making out with the dogs, and she's like, No, that's not it. No way is that it.
What?
We're like, yo,
Dog's mouth
you
is
were-
cleaner than anything.
Swear to God, literally, she probably believes that. She's like, oh, they drink out of toilets, it's clean, dude. It was these dogs are like, they have like warts on them. Like, she's picking them up and making out with them. Their hair's
touching
falling.
the
Oh my God,
dogs.
dude, I wouldn't touch it. I
Dude.
was like, if one came up, I was like, get away. Like,
Yo,
I'm not getting
nah.
sick.
That's disturbing, man.
Nah.
Disgusting.
Do not pet.
I fuck with
in
dogs,
different
but
countries.
dude,
Dude,
wow.
dude, wild
Not
dogs
American
are-
dogs.
No, sir.
No,
Wild
like,
dogs
no.
are a completely different animal,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
We were in when I was in Kosovo, like that's probably the worst wild dog problem I've seen ever. Dude, one of my buddies like smoked a dog like with his car, and like everyone like all the locals fucking hate them because like they don't have domesticated dogs because they fucking hate dogs. Like
Yeah.
they've always been wild dogs, so they fucking hate them. And like he gets out and he's like, "Oh man!" Like everyone's just looking at him like, "Why does this guys give a fuck that he like hit a dog? Like fuck this thing." Dude takes out his fucking pistol, smokes the dog in the head, kicks it into a ditch, and everyone's just like basically like, why would he waste his ammo on that thing?
Oh my god.
Because he's an American. He's like, no, my like a dog. Like
So
Sheesh.
the rest of the world is not like America, people.
Nah.
be grateful.
Be grateful.
We're fucking ignorant.
But also other places are cool too.
Yeah, other places are cool,
Yeah.
But it's not America.
but it's not.
I
America.
experienced that a little bit. I went to Belize in high school. It was sick, but it was like
You were
a
ready
third
to
world
come
country
home.
type of deal. Like
Yeah.
100%, yeah. And yeah, there was like wild dogs there. I didn't fucking touch any of them though.
Fuck
them.
no.
No.
Fuck
I mean, like
no.
they didn't really even come close to me. Biggest thing that like came up to me was like drug dealers and like pimps and
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
And how are they?
I
Are
was
they
sitting at
nicer
the
than
bar,
the
and
wild
at this
dogs?
point, I was 17. Yeah. So I'd never been served at a bar before, but like they don't give a fuck there.
Yeah.
So like I would just like sit at the bar, and like it's in like this village that like they kind of built for tourists. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But it's nice. Like they have cool shit there. And like yeah, I'm just sitting at a bar, and I'm there with fucking Ari, right?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was with his family.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So I don't know where he was. He was like fucking. I don't even know what he was doing. He was somewhere else in the bar. But then I'm sitting there at the bar by myself, and this guy just comes up to me, and like he asked me for a cigarette, cause like you can buy like little packs of cigarettes there. And I was like, that's cool. Like
Lucy's?
I'm 17, like I'll smoke a cigarette.
Fuck yeah, I will.
Yeah, dude, fuck
There
yeah.
you go.
Nah, but anyway,
That's
so
why
he
kids
comes
should
up
be
to me. He's
joined.
like, "What's up, man? Can I get
I'm
a
back
cigarette?"
on.
I'm like, yeah, I guess so, sure. And then he comes and sits next to me. I'm like, all right. And he goes, yeah. So like, you know, like, fucking. I'm paraphrasing here. I don't exactly remember what he said, but it goes along the lines of like, hey man, like, you know, you like to party? Like, I got girls, I got white men, like, I got whatever you need. And I'm like, at that point, I had never really like seen that much yet, you know, besides like smoke a little pot and got drunk maybe like a couple times. Nah, more than a couple. But anyway,
Flex.
dude, yeah. And I was just like, nah, man, I'm good. And like, he didn't really press me, but dude, I was kind of shook for a second, you know? Yeah, dude.
You thought
Yeah.
here you are, first time getting served alcohol. Next thing you know, you're getting served ass and coke. And you're
Yeah,
like,
dude.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It was a
I
little
think
too
I'll
much
just
for me
do
to handle
baby
right
steps.
there. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, it was like
What's the
the first time I ever like bought a cigarette. And I was like, that's enough step for me for the night.
I like to take my baby. I like to party a little bit. Maybe
Yeah.
like step one party.
we got offered.
I'm taking baby steps. Also, I don't know where I am.
So, what's it called? I was in Porto, the city in Portugal. It's pretty much the equivalent of New York City, and like I was fucking.
The
I
what?
it's like Portugal.
The
like,
equivalent or equivalent?
equivalent. My bad.
Equivalent.
It's like they're like New York City. Anyway, like fucking. I got off the train station, like there's a bunch of gypsies there, and they're like offering weed and shit like that, and you know I'm a fucking dumbass, so I'm like, all right, sick. I'm gonna go back to these gypsies later and like get some bud, and like I go back there later the night, and I go back there with this girl who's on the trip with me, and the guy's like, I'm like hashish, like let me get some hash, and he's like €9. I was like 90. I was like no, like give me
For
no,
how
no, no.
much?
I didn't want hashish at first. I wanted bud. So like, I wanted regular bud 'cause I wanted to like roll J's and shit like that, and like I didn't want hash 'cause like I didn't have anything to smoke it out, no pipes or anything. So like I was like, I want bud, and like he was like, no, I have to give you hashish, and I was like, no, bud, I want bud. I have €90. I'll give you bud. And he's for bud, and he's like, no, like I'll give you hashish, and like he showed me the flower. I was like, no, yeah, I want that. He's like, I'll give you this little bit of hashish and this for 100, and I was like, fuck, and like I went back and like me and the girl like worked it out, and they're giving him the $100 euro. Go back, we literally had like probably like 2 centimeters of hash, like that. And then we had like all this flour, and then like, we were smoking it, and like it tasted like chemicals. It did not taste like bud.
Jeez.
Turned out it was just flour like glued to get it. Flour glued together.
You got burned.
Damn.
Dude, yeah, it got burned.
Yeah.
Dude,
wow.
gypsies are
Hash.
shifty mother effers.
Yeah.
You gotta watch.
That's crazy.
and
dude.
if you're a gypsy and you're listening to this, I don't want to buy shit from you. Just
Yeah,
kidding.
no.
Don't even try.
I bought a fake pair of Ray-Bans. They were good to me.
Yeah,
Until-
Ray-Bans are the fake ones. Are
Until
solid.
someone like
Yeah,
flicked
only buy
them and they
merchandise,
snapped
not
in half.
drugs. Don't buy drugs
Yeah,
from
apparently in
gypsies.
Thailand they were telling us if you get caught smoking weed, you get 3 years in jail, like minimum.
Yeah, they're cracking down in
Yeah,
Southeast
which is
Asia.
crazy. This one guy
Oh,
on the
man.
beach
Yeah,
had like
they
They
a
would
would
fucking
fucking
he had like
tear
a
you
mask
apart over
on
there.
the beach. He's like,
Opium.
"You guys want blow weed?" And we're like, "Dude, you're about the sketchiest person I've ever come across from. I'm not buying
Wearing a
drugs."
mask on the
Literally
beach?
a mask on the fucking beach. I was like, "I'm not getting my
You're a
drugs
narc.
from you."
You're a narc.
Literally a narc. And he's like
Now you're
quietly
trying.
under his breath. He's like, "You want blow? You want bud?" I'm like, "No, fuck off." He's like, "Blow bud." I'm like, "No, dude, get out of here." Like, I'm not, dude. One hit of weed, you get 3 years in jail. Like, what the
Yeah.
fuck?
Yeah, a
It's also
mask
probably
on
not
the
blow
beach.
or
Swear to God,
What a
mask on the beach.
character.
Literally, like a ski mask, like a light, like material ski
He was
mask.
definitely
fucking
he was definitely a
horrifying.
narc.
Horrifying. Yeah, I was like, what the
That's-
fuck is
that's
this guy
terrible.
He
doing?
was gonna human centipede you if you said yes. Yeah, you and 2 of your friends follow me real quick. We just got to go to my house.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you're mouth to butt. It's human
Mouth to
centipede.
butt.
No, but
If all right, here's a good one. If you guys were human centipede, you can't be A. Do you want to be B or C?
C.
You want to eat?
I would be.
Wait, I don't
C.
want both. I'd rather one.
I'd rather
You know what I
shit.
mean?
I'd rather
guess-
shit
Take your
peacefully,
losses.
and then
Yeah.
it's
Take
just
your
like
losses.
I think it was.
I feel like
Tosh.
like shitting someone's mouth, you're getting a lot of backup, you know. And I'd
Yeah,
rather
no.
not.
Take your losses where they come. Yeah,
Did
I don't
you
want
have you
both.
ever
I'd
seen?
rather just eat the shit.
I
Have
guess
you ever
so,
seen
yeah.
Daniel Tosh's review of like?
Yeah, it's great.
It's like a 30-minute review of Human Centipede.
Not the entire thing.
Absolute gold. Shout out to Daniel Tosh. But he was like, he's going through like describing, you know, like the bee. He's like, if you're a bee, you know, like then you got your mouth on a guy's butt, and then but your butt's on a guy's mouth. Like the whole thing. He was like, but then if you're C, you're eating double shit. Like a guy's shitting in a guy's mouth, and then he's shitting.
Yeah.
And like
Oh yeah.
That's
the
true.
funniest
Yeah.
part about that movie is like the first time like the A has to shit, he's like, oh no.
I
And
never
he like
watched the
turns and
movie.
he's like, I'm sorry, and the guy's like, and he just shits in his mouth.
They made
man.
multiple of those, right? Like
I
there were
think they
sequels.
made 2. Yeah, yeah.
I only saw the
I don't
first
know
one.
how.
bad.
Like, I didn't see the second one, but like, I don't
didn't see
know
the first one.
I saw the first
how you
one.
could make a sequel on.
Yeah. Oh,
Human
dude, the
centipede,
dude
bro.
in the second one is horrifying.
Is
yeah.
it same deal? Another human
Um,
centipede, different guy.
I fucking
Is it a
forget. It's like
longer
the short
centipede?
little fucking scary looking guy. Like, fucking here.
He's a
look, I'll
fat
look it up.
bald guy.
Wait,
right?
why
Yeah,
did
yeah,
he
yeah.
do this? What's the plot?
The
Like, why did he
glasses.
take? And it's 3 people he
What-
glued
Matt, you know-
together.
Why does anyone really sew people's mouths to people's
But
butts?
no,
you
seriously
know?
though,
I don't
seriously.
know, probably sexual pleasure.
Oh, dude, this
would
fucking
fuck
guy,
them?
yo.
No,
No,
I would
no.
probably
Look at
jerk
him.
off to it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Actually,
dude.
I did. I watched the beginning of that.
Horrifying.
Yeah, he's a scary
bro.
guy. He lives with
Oh
his
my
mom, actually.
God.
Of course
I did
he
see
does.
that one.
Those guys now play video games.
Crazy.
Wow, that yeah. So it was just 3.
Xbox
or
is
it was
saving
longer?
lives.
It was 3
It
people.
was a 3-people one. He did it with his dogs first, his Rottweilers.
Yeah.
And how does he
And
do
the,
it?
the
Like,
movie
literally-
starts off with him like jaying off on the side of the road to like pictures
No
of his dog.
way.
Yeah, it does. Watch it.
It's pretty sweet.
So,
Yeah,
so
dude,
don't
it's-
actually.
all
I'll
these could
save
be-
it. Don't. Okay. No one ever go watch Human Centipede if you haven't seen it. Just go watch Daniel Tosh's 30-minute fucking walkthrough of it, because you get everything you need to know, and it's a lot more funny, and like you won't feel bad about watching Human Centipede.
Yeah.
'Cause
Okay.
if you
That's
watch
fair.
it, like what the fuck?
Yeah,
That's
dude,
fair.
it's fucking. It'll
Don't
make
eat.
you. You'll
People
sit
watching
back
it.
after and just think like, you got to rethink some of the things.
You're like, what's wrong with me? Why did I watch?
It'll change you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
dude.
I've obviously known of the movie.
It's kind of like
but
Two
I've
Girls,
never
One Cup. Like
watched.
you know what you're going into, and then you feel bad about yourself after.
Yeah.
Apparently that was fake.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Apparently they just put ice cream in their butts
Yeah.
instead.
Apparently.
Dude, when the
Kind
internet,
of sucks.
It's kind of still shit, no?
But you still.
So,
Yeah.
you kind of shit it out.
dude, those were like the dark days of the internet, and like I remember like my brother showed me this video. It was like two guys, one hammer, and like they were like killing this dude in the woods.
Yeah, the Russian guys or
Yeah,
whatever.
they're like killing this dude in the woods, like stabbing him with like a screwdriver and like beating him with a hammer and like his head and shit like that. It was fucked up. I was like 12 when I
The
saw
dark
that shit.
web, man.
Yeah.
But do you remember
Instagram
that?
saving lives.
Do you remember that though? That was just like it was probably like in high school or something. But like
The Omegle stage.
every
You looked up
I
that
had-
before you Omegle.
me and Elijah did some funny shit in Omegle.
Oh, dude.
You guys jerked
Omegle?
off together.
No,
Oh, okay.
no.
Okay.
We remember the time when me and you were like, we'd start talking to people and we're like, yo, give us like a buddy's number, and we'll like prank call him.
Oh yeah, Ryan's
Yeah.
Oh,
house.
yeah. That was people.
So
did that.
we were like
This
prank
man did my
call.
Mexican voice.
But no, we did the one where like you tell the guy you were a cop.
Oh yeah, dude, we had that guy going on for like 10 minutes.
He's like, no, I've never been there.
And like
yeah.
Ryan's dad is like an NYPD sergeant, and Ryan just kept feeding me like cop shit, and I
like
was
cop
saying it.
lingo.
I was like, hey, all right, let me tell you something. I just came here. I'm telling you the information. I'm gonna need you to come down to the station, okay?
It was
I don't
a-
need any attitude.
it was a little less cartoony than that, but
I don't need
not
any attitude.
much.
Okay,
And the guy was still buying it.
bought it. He was getting
when
mad.
people like on prank calls and they go on long as like 2 minutes, there's some issues there. Like you know it's fake, just hang the
I
phone
don't
up.
know, dude.
Oh,
It was
no,
pretty
dude,
good.
It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of blacked out. Couldn't tell you what I said.
No, because we said like we know, like we were asking these guys and they're like we were here. We
I was
were
gonna
we were
look
in
up the names,
we were like
too.
in this town last weekend or whatever. So he had information like, yeah, we know like you and your buddy like so and so were there. Like we've already called him and shit like that.
Oh,
And like the guy was
shit.
kind of like,
I was getting lucky on the names too. It was like I don't know. It was just dude. It was
just rolling.
It was killer. Yeah. It was-
Yeah.
Jeez.
Omegle.
You're on your day. You
Yeah.
got on a heater.
Let's go on Omegle right now. I feel like
No, Omegle was dope. Honestly, it was a fun time.
I
It was
feel like
retarded.
And then
whoever-
there was
Fun.
just like a bunch of dicks, but then like
You just click real quick.
Yeah.
But it was weird.
it was funny to go like this too. Like if it was like someone beating off there, obviously you're just like looking for girls. You just don't hit next. You go, yeah, beat it, and then the guys were like, oh. But you know, not everyone was as fucked up as 14-year-old as I was. But I feel like whoever made Omegle, I don't think they intended for just
No one
there
ever
to be
intended
middle-aged
to-
men just
No.
whacking it like to everything.
What do you think those
I
guys
think
ever
that-
found? Like, do you think they literally were just jerking off and some girl would be like, you know what, let me get naked.
This is
I think they
hot.
were just
This
getting
is
hyped
what
that
I want.
so many people were seeing their dicks.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, that's just gross.
Probably
Like, what
hyped me up a little
what
bit.
was the other one? It was Omegle, and what was the
Chat
other
roulette was
Chat
strictly
roulette.
penises.
Oh, yeah.
That one-
Penis,
that's like
yes.
that's the one that you went to Omegle from.
Yeah.
Yeah,
see
yeah.
less
The
dicks.
server was down, and you're like, let me try the other one real quick.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, you left chat roulette to go to Omegle for less
Yeah,
minutes.
yeah.
Facts.
Because
Or if the server
You
was
would still
down.
see tits though on chat roulette. You would still see tits.
and
Definitely
Justin
tits.
Bieber.
Dude, nothing would be
Bieber.
worse.
Remember
than
the
yeah,
fake video
yeah,
of Justin
yeah,
Bieber
yeah,
and
yeah.
girls would be like, "Oh my god!"
Dude, nothing be worse than when you're with your boys. Like, you've been on there for like a half hour, and like the camera stops working, or like it just doesn't load, and you're like, dude, we're like just hitting the middle part, like just hitting the fun. Boom, shit goes out.
Dude, we were in like 8th grade and we were like, we had a bonfire in my backyard and then we were sleeping in my camper. And
You had a camper?
yeah, well, it was a pop-up camper. It was a shitty one, but it was fun. And
Where's camper?
huh?
Camper's a camper.
What
Yeah.
happened to it?
It was old and rotted out, so we threw it away.
Damn.
What the fuck was I gonna say? So Turtle has the laptop, and like he was like obsessed with it, dude. Like everyone's like, all right, it's like 3 a.m.
You sound shocked by that. I can see that.
But there's like a young turtle. It's mad funny, and like he's like just watching it, right? And it's late, dude. And he's like screaming and shit. And like my pops had work the next day, and like he already like said like once or twice, like, "Yo, guys, like shut the fuck up." Tim just goes, this is it. You just hear Tim, look at the size of that dick, dude. Like, like actually impressed by it. Immediately followed up by, Liam, go the fuck to bed. Like, so.
Look at the size of that dick.
So my dad clearly like came outside to tell us to shut the fuck up or something. And as he saying that, like, oh, man, these fucking kids are being so loud, he just hears Turtle scream, look at the size of that dick. So now he's like, probably like, what is going on? Like,
what dicks are they looking at?
Yeah. Like,
why are they looking at dicks?
He's a grown up. He didn't know that he was like, he probably thought we were looking at each other's dicks, right? So like, not only is he like pissed,
Yeah, literally.
His
mind's running.
Yeah, his mind's running. He's like, I gotta get up for work in 2 hours, and my son's looking at his friend's dicks. So it was probably a confusing time for me in my life and for my father.
On the flip side, yeah, he's probably thinking this is a little gay, but he is. Maybe Turtle's commenting on his son's penis, and he's like, you know what, my boy's
hung.
My boy's got a hammer
Maybe
down
he
there.
Spun the other way. Maybe he was just like, Liam's showing Tim that his huge dick, like it's sick.
Or
like,
maybe,
I wonder
he's
gonna sleep over again, and we're gonna hit it off.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe he's like, my boy's hung.
Or maybe he's like, he's not looking at Liam's dick. We know that.
I was gonna say that, but that's just
we're just trying to give you some credit.
Because like we don't know if Declan's hung or not.
So like pasta's good. It's like one of my favorite foods.
All right, so how was the wedding you guys went to, where you brought Elijah as your date, but you're not gay, you're straight.
Yeah, I am.
But you brought Elijah as your date.
Yeah. Well, I did. Okay.
We were bros. We were drinking partners. We absolutely crushed it. Did a lot of dancing. It was a good time. Did some like mediocre moves, but like they were astonishing to the Irish.
Yeah, my entire Irish family was like. So, like, everyone's, like, tearing up the dance floor. And then, like, I was just like, yo, ladies and gents, my date, Elijah Hernandez. And then he just, like, tore it up a little bit. Dude, everyone, like Elijah said, he's like, that was, like, mediocre dancing for me. Everyone was losing. Their mind was up. Yo, it
was like 30 seconds.
The groom comes over to me. He's like, dude. He goes, number 1 plus 1 right there. Like, that kid's an animal. Like,
well, see, they're all Irish. They just drink. They don't dance.
Yeah,
You're Spanish where you don't drink, you dance.
Exactly,
so You fit in nice, probably.
Yeah.
And then the next morning,
the hot tub story. Yeah, can we get to
this?
I chimed in like a half hour ago, got yelled at. We didn't get to it.
All right, so so the hot tub story actually starts like the night of like the wedding. So like after like it was like midnight, and like I was already beat. Like I was tired as fuck. Like, I'm part of the Irish. Like, they're not going to stop. I know that. I'm not going to make a mistake and, like, try to keep going with them. So, I was like, I'm going back to the hotel. So, it was, like, midnight. I go back to the hotel. Like, I passed by the hot tub, and I was like, fuck it. Like, I'm going to try to go in. I go upstairs, change, grab a towel. I go downstairs. Like,
did you bring a bathing suit?
No, I just go in my underwear.
Okay, word.
So, like, I go down, and then, like, the door, like, from the, like, main lobby was, like, locked. And since I'm drunk, I think it's a good idea to check the outdoor one. So I go out there,
God.
It's locked, and then I lock myself out of the hotel.
In your underwear?
No.
Like, in my underwear
Are
in a
you
towel.
wet?
Dude, it was snowing outside.
Yeah.
It was like 16 degrees, bro.
Oh, no,
I'm
Elijah.
walking around outside the hotel for like 5 minutes. Finally, like, one of the key cards, like, it finally worked, and I was like, I got myself back inside. So then the next morning I wake up, it's like 7 o'clock, the fucking internal, clock works. I'm up, and then fucking, I'm just like, you know what, fuck that. I'm not going to let that night defeat me. Like, I'm going in that hot tub. Still drunk. Obviously still drunk. So I go downstairs, I get in the hot tub, and then I'm chilling there. It's fucking great, dude. I feel so good. It's relaxed. Liam's like,
it's like my dad's cousin's husband, this dude Charlie.
Yeah, dude Charlie. He's a nice guy, big guy, like definitely way older than me. Like, he was in the pool, like, doing some laps, and then, like, he like got in the hot tub like right before he can stretch and shit like that. And I was in there with him. We were having a nice little some man talk,
time.
some one-on-one man time with this guy I don't know, but like we kind of know because we saw each other the night before. So like I get out of the hot tub and I'm sitting there and like I sit down.
Well, hold on. Prior to that, you sent the snap.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
That's the funny part about the story.
Yeah.
Come
Is
on.
that really the funny part?
Yeah, it is.
So like, all right, so
It's
like
the funny part of the story.
His daughter, like, his daughter was like she talk it up, like the girl can yaps, and like, you know me, I love to entertain people, so like I was having a good time with her, and like she was like, add me on Snap, and I was like, yeah, sounds good. And then like she was like the newest one on my Snapchat list that morning. I went to Snap like our group chat, a photo of the guy I was in the hot tub with, Liam's uncle by marriage, I guess. And I ended up sending to her and the girl. So the night before, she added this like nice guy for like her cousin, and then she
just wakes up to a picture of her dad in a hot tub from a guy who's like, "Who the fuck is?"
Yo,
and then you see her a few hours later at the party.
That was
or
no
whatever.
big deal. She didn't really
That was
acknowledge
funny.
it.
Nah, the way that played out was funny.
But like I got out of the hot
Probably
tub,
'cause
and
you
I'm
were
sitting
asleep.
in the chair, and like I just can't move, dude. Like I couldn't lift my legs, couldn't lift my arms. Like I was defeated. Like I felt so drained. And my man gets out of the pool, does a couple stretches. He's feeling good. He's like, all right, gets back in. He's doing all right. He's like, all right, see you later. I'm like, all right, see ya. And I'm
Just
sitting
can't
there,
move.
still can't get out of the chair. Finally, I muster up some strength, and I make my way to the elevator, and I drag myself in, like lay down on the bathroom floor. Like I couldn't move.
I didn't pick this kid up, dude.
Cold tile, dude. Liam had to like drag me together.
No way.
And then fucking kid brought me to a brunch, bro. Dude, I was so dead, bro. Last place I wanted to be at.
The family brunch.
A family brunch at like this nice, like the nicest house in Connecticut, and I'm fucking so beat, bro. They have like a day bed. I just climbed right in it, knocked out for like an hour.
Oh, that's.
And then me and Connor kept drinking.
Yeah, these guys are fucking slamming mimosas, dude. I can't hang, dude. I can't hang. You gotta be careful around the Irish, man.
Granted, we made the bride throw up, so like.
Oh really?
Yeah. The next morning.
Oh, okay.
We got everyone trashed.
What time did you guys end the night?
The bar closed at 2, and we had some more beers, and waited in the lobby. We Uber Eats some McDonald's. Awful idea. And went back to the room, and we still had those Miller Lights in the fridge, so we had a couple more of those, and went back to bed. So it's probably
So
4.
did you guys share a room with Connor and his girlfriend?
No, we had our own.
No.
We had our own room
Okay,
because that's how my date treats me.
And Jimmy O'Neill stayed with us.
Or do you
Jimmy
sleep on the
O'Neill.
floor?
No, we had like a pull-out couch
Oh,
that turned
not
into a
bad.
bed.
Not bad. Yeah, weddings are a lot of fun. I can't wait till we're starting to just get them out there.
Dude, I still have not been to a wedding like of
Bro, why
age
am I
yet.
waiting?
Like
Really?
not since I was a
I've
fucking
been to
like kid.
2. Yeah.
Like not since I was a kid. Nah.
I had.
I'm hyped though
I had-
because one of my
yeah.
buddies, like one of my older fraternity brothers, he's getting married next year in Vegas.
That's dope.
Wow.
Dude,
That's
and I've been
dope.
talking to him.
You're gonna
I'm
lose
trying
him,
to get
like
that
Doug.
fucking invite
Yeah.
because that would be wild.
That'd be wild. Vegas is sick. Vegas is a
Yeah,
really cool
for
place.
sure.
That's fucking awesome. No, dude, I went to one in like the first grade, and I hadn't been to one since, and then I just went to 2 back to back for the same fucking person.
Yeah.
So.
I'm actually already a big wedding guy. There's a fucking video of
Big
me
wedding
when
guy.
I was like 3 years old, bro, tearing
Tearing
up
it
the
up.
dance floor, dude. And
Nice.
I was like the ring bearer and shit. It was like my mom's best friend's wedding. And like, yo, there's like this whole little video, like little edit from like the fucking late 90s, and it's on VHS.
Dude,
It's actually sick. It might get
the
leaked
edit
someday.
at this fucking wedding was like some fucking James Cameron shit, bro. It was
Oh, dude,
amazing, dude. It was like the music lined up perfectly. My guy Lee had a fucking cameo. He crushed the fucking joke. Had some belly laughs in the crowd, dude. Dude, it literally, like, it was, like, HD quality. Like, it was fantastic. Like, the scene cuts, there was, like, fading in and out. Like, perfect camera angles. It was insane. Looked like a
No
like
way.
a
That's
movie,
awesome.
Dude,
Like a
they
movie
did
trailer.
that.
It was
They did
insane.
that the same day as like the wedding in the Philippines. So like they're doing taking all these pictures and videos, and like at the beginning of the reception, they took some like more pictures, and then 3.5 hours later, these motherfuckers have that like crazy
Insane.
ass video. I
That's
guess
funny.
I guess the Philippines is like renowned for like their videography, and like
Really?
they were the ones
That's
that like
awesome.
started the like, hey, your wedding's this day, and like by the time it's your reception, we're gonna have a video for like you to watch with everybody.
Holy
sweet.
shit. That's
And
sick.
it's like disgustingly sick. Like while they were taking the pictures, I wanted to strangle the motherfuckers because like they're like making us do all this stupid shit, and I was like, and my cousin, the groom, he was getting pissed too. He's like, this is so fucking stupid, like blah blah blah, and like. Because they were just making him do ridiculous shit, like really corny shit, and he hates that.
Yeah.
And then, like, the video is just bananas, dude.
Yeah, weddings are weddings. I think the best wedding I ever went to was one in Canada. It sucked because I was like 10,
But you were fucked up.
but
off
it
soda.
was it was no, not really, but it was an
Picked up all
Italian
the
wedding, so
Mountain Dews.
dude, there was literally like 8 courses of food and some of the best food I've ever had in my
There's a
life.
lot of gabagool there.
A lot of gabagool, prosciutto,
Yeah.
lomat.
Oh,
You know.
lots, hey.
Can't beat it.
Dude, the thing is, like at the Irish wedding, there weren't enough carbs. That's how you know they were trying to get fucked up. There was like
There's
the
no
most
bread,
carbs
there's no
you can
side
get was
bread.
like a cracker, dude. That's all they had.
No, we had a little pasta, right? Wasn't there pasta?
There's like
Or,
the
like,
peanuts
dinner.
or pretzels at the bar.
It was a lot. It was a lot like meatballs and
And then
cheese,
just a
which I loved, but
fat
it's not
piece
gonna
of
help me
steak.
drink.
And then just a fat piece of steak.
Yeah.
So basically just throw you into the drinking. Like, all right, steak and then it's booze. Let's go.
Yep.
They ride.
Were there potatoes there, or we're still not over that?
What? Of course there were potatoes,
okay.
and they were amazing.
What do you mean we're not over that? It happened. They weren't there. Now we're gonna have them whenever we can. It's a dark time, dog.
True. I don't mean to rip. I'm Irish myself.
No,
So
you're not.
I'm
So,
quarter Irish.
Fucking, are we gonna talk about like the Super Bowl or what?
We should. Yeah, it's next week.
Fuck the Super Bowl.
Patriots
Blessed
are in it, right?
in, like,
Nah,
6
I don't really
days.
feel like talking about it.
Pat's probably gonna take it again.
Dude, I'm not gonna be happy till like the parade's over. Maybe a week after the parade.
You act like you're
Yo.
this diehard Jets fan, but
Did
you're
you see?
not.
Did you see the
You
video
understand.
that
Dude,
Dude,
Fireman
fucking
Ed's
David
not even a
Portnoy put
diehard
out?
Jets
You
fan
don't
anymore.
understand it. You're not a Jet fan.
Fucking
Yeah.
David Portnoy put out a video of like being a
Fuck
fucking
David Portnoy, I just need to throw that
Patriots
out there.
fan. Yeah, being a Patriots fan. He's like, yo, some people will go all their lives without winning a championship. These people's families for generations, they'll just never know. So it's like, gotta be nice to them, like type of shit. I'm paraphrasing. That's just funny. Yo.
That is, he's
that's
a
like
douche.
so cocky, dude.
I met that
Fuck
dude.
that.
That's lit.
He's really tiny.
Hell yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
Dude, I'll tell you right now, it must be nice to be a fucking New England fan the past few years.
Yeah.
Past really 10 years.
Dude,
with all
I
of
know
your
Past
teams.
20.
I know
With
plenty,
all your
I know
teams.
plenty, and they're listening out there. Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you.
What's it called? Shit. What was I about to say? I lost it in the air.
Oh, jeez. Elijah just got a new dog. Sounds like they're disciplining him up there.
Oh yeah. She's strong. She's a big Rottweiler, about 80 pounds. She like headbutted me in the chest. I almost fucking lost my breath. Oh, but no, the Super Bowl score is going to be 37-14.
Oh, stop it! Come on.
By the Pats?
Yeah.
Pats by the moon?
I'll take mine. I'll go 31-24. Pats.
No. They're not going to score more than 20
That
points.
just sounds good.
Does right?
I'll take that.
Okay. What do you mean they're not going to score? The Rams have like one of the best offenses in the league.
All right, I'll bet you $20 that.
You know what? Fuck you guys.
All right, yeah, I'll bet you $20 the Rams score over 20 points. If that's the
Yeah,
point.
yeah. we
I'll
can-
bet you
we can
20
do that.
All
bucks.
right, 100%.
I'll bet you $20 the Rams will win.
No,
I'm
I
gonna take
don't
your
think
money.
so.
I'm thinking.
They might win. I don't know. I'm not 100% locked in the Pats. So, but I will say they're going to score over 21 points.
Do you really want
Also, if they're scoring 20 points, I can't. That's hand I cross down my bets, so I can't. I'm sorry.
that? Yeah, it has to be win or lose. I can't just like be like.
I just said that. $20.
No,
Yeah,
but
he's
like
taking the
I don't
Rams.
like taking like it has to be like either like less or like more than like my bet on the table.
Oh,
So you want me to bet you less money than $20? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, less or more.
This isn't fucking amateur hour, kid.
No, I'm just.
So
I'm
you
just
think the Rams?
I'm
You're
just saying I'm
confident
not
the
trying
Rams
to
are going to win?
like win a bet
Huh?
and like
Or
lose
you're
a
just
bet
rooting
and just, like,
against
be
the
even,
Rams?
you know?
Are you rooting against
I'm
the
rooting
Pats?
I'd rather
against the
lose
Pats,
a
yeah.
little
Okay.
or make.
I'll get back to
I'm
you.
not.
I'm not
Listen,
convinced
bud.
yet,
I'm
no.
not confident in
something like
anything in life.
No.
Actually, that sounded real. That sounded like a really pussy statement.
that.
You don't know anything for sure. That's
Okay.
what I meant. I'm confident about things.
Yeah,
Jesus,
hell
come
yeah.
on. But yeah, so,
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's gonna be a good game. Probably gonna be a good game. I think the Saints got screwed. I think that was a bullshit
Yeah,
call.
bullshit.
They didn't call that.
could
That
not
was
believe
bullshit.
it was bullshit. But I would on the same.
Dude, I was
fucking thing.
freaking out. I was standing up, jumping around in my fucking room.
And you know what the worst part is? If I'm Sean Payton, I'm throwing everything at that ref. I'm screaming at him. I'm cursing at his kids. I don't care who it is. I'm
His
getting kicked
kids'
out of that
kids.
game. 100%. That was fucking bullshit.
The Saints gotten fucked way too up.
And Drew Brees doesn't even throw anything. Like, the receiver gets up, trots away. Dude, make a scene. Whatever. It's about all I
It's
got.
called being a stand-up guy.
Nah, fuck
I'm
that.
kidding. No, that's fucked. Yeah, sure. It was a bigger deal.
All right, so 2019. It's good.
Oh wait, no more about sports. I was watching female basketball the other day.
Why?
She was on ESPN when I turned it on,
Okay.
and I'm afraid of women who play basketball. Not because I think they're not attractive or anything. I think a lot of them are. It's just that like I couldn't date a girl who's good at basketball.
Why? Because they'd be like, let's take it to the court, and you'd be like,
Fuck.
fuck.
Exactly. Like that. Like she's gonna man me up and she's gonna take the ball away. She's gonna be hitting threes in my face. Like I can't have that.
For
like,
anyone that
would
doesn't
emasculate
know,
me.
that's how Elijah usually settles his arguments with women. He usually takes them outside and crosses them up on the
All right.
basketball court.
1v1.
Yeah.
Exactly. 1v1 right now.
You know, all right, yeah. You want me to make dinner tonight? How about we play for it? I would play horse for it. You know, and that's how he usually wins.
It's hard for me to hold on to a relationship.
Because he's just so good at basketball.
So, Elena Del Don, if you look her up, I think she's like her or Skylar Diggins. I think are like two of the hottest girls.
Look her up.
In the WNBA. I'm not saying they're well off or anything. I don't think these players make much money. But if these girls come up to you, Skylar Diggins, I think is like look up Skylar Diggins. I think she's like 5'10". She's not like tall, or you know what I mean. You're not gonna date her.
Dude, it's not about the looks. He's
No,
not
it's
trying
not
to
about
get
the
crossed
looks.
up.
I
I'm
get
not-
that, but you're getting crossed up by most people.
Dude, imagine like we have kids and like my son's like, hey dad, I want to like join the basketball team. I'm like, all right, like,
All right, let
I
me ask
guess
your mother.
talk to your mom.
It's a fair point. It's a fair point. It's a fair point.
That's not so
That's
bad. It's
funny.
not like
That's
it's
a
like
fair point.
football. Like if it's like
Yeah,
American.
I just want to be involved
Mom-
in all
mom-
the aspect of my kid's sport. You know, I want them to like look up to me as like the sporty guy. And, like I can't have my wife being like,
Yeah, but you're
hey,
clumsy.
hey, whoa, clumsy, Matt.
Like-
3-point
like,
contest.
honey-
Who won that?
Honey,
Dude, I don't even
I
remember
got
that
this.
shit, all right?
Well, that's later
I
around.
don't remember that.
Listen,
bro.
Yeah.
All right,
I
you know, let's do it again.
I don't need to. I won.
Okay,
I had
you know,
the
that's a
belt.
loser's mentality. So this is why you can't date a woman who's a better athlete than you. But
Exactly.
neither can I. Neither can I. So
That's exactly
Listen,
the problem.
I'm the most mediocre, not really a great athlete. I played high school football as a fucking scrub. If my kid comes up to me and he's like, hey, Dad, like I want to play football, teach me how to play football, and mommy played middle linebacker in the lingerie football league, I'm going to send him to mom.
is she gonna be wearing lingerie?
Huh? No.
Oh, okay. Because
Dude,
if she was,
it's her son. Why are you being gross, dude?
well, we just talked about the
Bro,
porn.
why are you
What
talking
was
about
it,
my
mom
why are you
porn?
talking about my future wife like that?
Dude.
Dude, lingerie football. I
That's
can
his
just look up
wife,
videos.
bro.
Sorry. Might as well date a porn star, bro. She's half naked on TV.
Whoa.
No, but Skylar Diggins is gorgeous, though.
Yeah, all right. Thank you. Look up Elena Deladon if you want to look up another one. They are. This
Wow.
girl is like 6'6" though.
I
I
like
think.
when their hair is poofy. Wow.
I like that their hair is poofy.
But I think the bottom line is Skylar Diggins comes up to me and is like, I want to date you. I think I'm saying yes. I don't think I'm saying no.
Who?
First of all, Skylar Diggins, the girl you
Not
just.
the other one. The other one.
Elena Deladon.
Does she
Yeah,
have a
she's
good
busy.
personality?
I don't know, but she's like 6'5", so I probably wouldn't date her. But
you wouldn't date my brother?
I don't think I could date Connor.
He's a nice guy. He'll look out for you.
Connor, he would big spoon you too. I feel like it'd be nice to mix
Yeah.
it up every
He
now
could
and
I've
be-
been
you know.
coddled.
He could be
I've
really
Yeah,
good to
yeah.
you.
You know, I feel like that'd be cool.
He
Yeah, I take it back. I date him.
Okay.
I date him.
I'll let him know.
And he's a business owner too, so like that's cool.
Entrepreneur.
Yeah,
He
true.
can take really good care of you.
Yeah.
I can see you guys on Shark Tank.
What?
For glass.
Dude, two business owners. You guys are
True.
imagining that? Yo,
Bro.
power
That's
couple.
about-
Power
Fuck,
couple
I was just gonna say
2019. Connor McGrath and Matt Simone.
You know what? Give him my number. Have him talk to me. I'll talk to him. Bang, bang, ba boom. Let's make it happen.
And for the day.
Done for the day, done for the day, done for the day. Done for the day, done for the
Dun
day.
dun 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 for the day. Dun 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 for the day.
I'm done.
Done.
Peace.
That's probably our worst one yet.